In the Song of Songs we read, "Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods wash it away." For almost 65 years, Mennonite Disaster Service volunteers have responded in Christian love to those affected by disaster in the U.S. and Canada, cleaning up, repairing, and rebuilding homes.
I'm Hubert Yates. I'm volunteer coordinator for Winston County. We're in Winston County, Mississippi, just outside of Louisville, Mississippi, where we've experienced a EF4 tornado of 34.3 miles in length, approximately 3/4 to a mile wide in width the entire distance. We have over 300 homes totally destroyed, 126 homes with minor damage, and 116 with major damage.
My name is Bruce Smith, and I'm field coordinator for equipment and setting up the crew leaders and getting them out on a job and getting it cleaned up.
Having been in the fire and the emergency management area for about 28 years, I have learned that when the Mennonites are showing up on the scene, number one, it means you had a disaster, and number two, it means work's going to get done. I always enjoy their spirit, I enjoy their love for their fellow man, and always their willingness to try to accomplish any and every task and do it in a way that not only is professional, but honors God with it.
Yeah, life's never been the same. We've been inundated Mennonites who are ambitious, friends of Mennonites who are tagging along, all under the banner of let's do an MDS thing and make a difference in people's lives. The job cards are overwhelmingly demolish my house, remove the debris to the road, do not hesitate to do everything you can to make this place habitable so that a FEMA trailer could be brought in or that the homeowner could again someday live there. Of the 300 and some homes that were destroyed in Winston County, those families had to go somewhere. They're living with relatives. You know, we think that we could get through with this soon, and we can, but I see another couple of weeks of intensive cleanup.
It's tough because we are demoing people's homes. Not very many things are saved, but it's part of the rebuilding process.
For every official referral we get, we still get 3 of them that call and say, I heard my neighbor say, or someone at church told me, the Mennonites, or just, I saw your sign and somebody told me to call you.
I got a little brochure and I had called them and asked them could they clean the spot off. My name is Olive May Hawthorne, and this was my house, but it's gone now.
Through 2014, MDS volunteers continued with repairs and rebuilds in High River, Alberta.
We lost our house, so that would have been last year, June 20th, of course. Our house was flooded.
This was on Monday, right?
Yes.
When we spoke to Ike.
I am Ike Epp. I am from Glenbush, Saskatchewan. I have been project director here for 4 weeks in this present term.
And he stopped by and he mentioned that MDS offers their assistance to people in need.
My name's Robert Prince. I'm from Chilliwack, British Columbia, and I'm volunteering here in High River, Alberta for the Mennonite Disaster Services. So we're at this house here that had water in the basement.
I'm John Shangels from Archbold, Ohio, and I've been being a crew leader here in High River for 4 weeks.
I'm Janae McKinnon. I'm from Winkler, Manitoba, and I'm here with a senior youth group as one of the leaders.
These kids, they really want to work hard and learn.
Several years back, I was at Heston College's disaster management program, and this summer the current students were going to be up here for an 8-week internship, and they needed some help with leadership, especially when the youth group started coming through.
I was pleased to be here when they needed me most, but I'm really hoping to come back in 10 days and do 2 more weeks of work. But we'll see what God has planned for me.
And every little job that we do, even if it's just yard work, brings hope to another family, so that's important.
MDS-sponsored youth groups also worked in Jamestown, Colorado, and Staten Island, New York. In the third week of November, the 2014 winter storm Knife dumped over 7 feet of snow in western New York State.
On Thursday, the snows came, or actually before Thursday. We had 2 barns collapse, trapping several animals inside. We worked feverishly for 2 days to rescue the animals. We're very thankful that this crew showed up to help us save the buildings and save more animals.
My name's David Martin, and we come from Drayton, Ontario. So yesterday afternoon around 2 o'clock, there was a few phone calls to see if there's interest in coming down, and it seemed we had an overwhelming response. In total, there's about 150 people that came down from Ontario.
I'm Clark Phillips.
And I'm Sue Phillips, and David Phillips is our son.
You people from MDS are the way God is helping us today. You are part of His riches, and we're so thankful for all the help you've given to us.
We feel it's part of the teaching of Christ to help our neighbor and those that are in need. We just do what we can to make a difference.
Support from MDS's local units grows stronger each year, with many volunteers helping close to home.
Well, I'm Don Kaufman. I'm from West Liberty, Ohio, and we're working in LaRue, Ohio, and we're working on flood-damaged houses. And it's the headwaters of the Scioto River. This flood was in December the 23rd, 2013. These houses are low income and they had no insurance to cover the damage. Basically, we come in, pull the drywall off up 4 feet high, pull the soggy insulation out, let that dry, and then we come back in, re-insulate, drywall, mud it, and hopefully we're on our way to get it done. It's a rewarding experience. You see and meet a lot of different people. All of them are carrying a burden. We try to lighten that burden for them. And I think this is sometimes more the goal than putting their house in order. So we try to get their lives back in shape. So it's building hope.
In Alaska, Region 4 continued last summer's project Encircle, completing repair work on 3 houses. And in Alakanuk, volunteers began work on 2 new homes and the major repair of a 3rd. This summer, MDS was part of a unique project, designing and building a replacement footbridge across Sugar Creek, West Virginia.
I'm Josephine Koger.
My name is Dorothy Koger.
And we're at Sugar Creek, West Virginia.
This past storm, the big storm, Sandy,
was 38 inches right here of snow. And then when the snow melted, the flood came.
Taking our bridge out.
I'm Johan Zimmerman. I live in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I work as an engineer. We designed this bridge to go across the river so the Koger family could get back and forth.
Yes, I've had to drive across the river for 2 winters now. Oh my goodness, I've lost track. 15, some from Pennsylvania and Virginia.
They sure have worked hard to getting that bridge up.
I appreciate the Mennonites.
We didn't know anything about them, so our daughter contacted them. They come right on. You know, and I tickled up to death for them to get here.
My name is Eddie Johnson. You're in Crisfield, Maryland. The water came in, the roof was messed up from the wind. On the house, it started leaking, and all my furniture upstairs was damaged. furniture downstairs was damaged from the water. Well, I went 8th Street and I talked to long-term disability, and they told me they could help me.
I'm Pastor Philip Huber. I'm the Disaster Response Coordinator for Maryland and Delaware for Lutheran Disaster Response. I've been doing this ministry for over 28 years, and I've never responded to a major disaster without working alongside of Mennonite Disaster Service.
They started building my house in January, and it's now July, and they've got everything together here. I'm ready to move in, and I'm just loving it.
In late August, the MDS Staten Island project came to a close after completing 17 major and 64 minor Superstorm Sandy repairs.
How do we bring something like this to a close? We're not just celebrating going away, we're celebrating the time that we've been able to have here with you in a meaningful way, being the hands and feet of Jesus.
We've been overwhelmed with generosity from so many people, just trying to give us a hand to get into a home and make this house our home, and we can't wait.
The work that has been done, the efforts that have been put forth, we as a community would be still suffering greatly if we did not have the volunteer support, and the faith-based groups lead those particular efforts. And I just want to say again, thank you to the Mennonite Disaster Service for the work that they've done for us.
I would like to thank all the volunteers that helped build my house, because I know it wasn't easy for them. It took them away from their loved ones, their family. They just don't know how they made my day.